don't take it everywhere with me, but a lot of the time I do. It's great, it's amazing the amount of people who talk to you when you have your camera around your neck. You get to chat to lots of very interesting people, and I love people, so it's wonderful. My name is Janet Meehan and I'm a full-time photographer based here in Dublin 15. My main subjects would be people, obviously, so that could be weddings, family photo shoots, portraits, newborn shoots, bump to baby. I've even had a cat as a client, so yeah, it's very interesting. You need to have a strict schedule for a wedding shoot and be very organised because there's so many elements to a wedding day. So I usually would meet the couple the week before the wedding and we'd run through a list of all the shots that they want, so I make sure that I have those shots because on a wedding day there is no retake. So you've got to get it right first time. There will never be the father handing his daughter over to her husband again, you know, and all these moments have to be captured. I would always scope out a wedding venue before. I would never turn up without having checked it out beforehand, and I would make a plan myself as to where I'm going to shoot the pictures, where the light is. So when I have the couple there themselves on the day, we can move around quite quickly, various locations, and take the shots that we've planned. I think I have my own personal style, however, traditional shots are what a lot of people want, so I give them those. When I've done the traditional shots, then I put a little bit of creativity into the shots, and usually they're the ones they love. Sometimes it's lovely to let your creativity flow completely and go and do stuff that I just want to shoot for myself. So for example, last week we had an amazing pea soup, foggy morning here in Dublin, and I went down to the Phoenix Park and rambled around with the camera and chased the deer and just generally shot what I liked, and that's a really lovely thing to do because you come home and you have an idea in your head, but it's only when you look back and you edit that you see, wow, I got this or I got that. Sometimes a lot of the time I see it in the camera and I know I'm going to crop it or I'm going to do this, or sometimes you might just have a shot that it could be sitting there and then it could be 2 months later you might say, oh, I'll go back to that. I had a shot recently of a train in the fog and I'd left it for 2 years. I knew there was something in it. And when I eventually went back to it and I processed it and put it, I use a lot of sites like 500 Pics and Flickr. People, you know, it was really popular. People went mad for it. So delete nothing, I suppose, is the secret, which is not good for storage. But anyhow, I would spend a lot of time editing. Absolutely. A wedding day, I would spend the day shooting. It could be somewhere between 1,300 and 1,500 shots. I would spend a full week editing that wedding day. I can get lost for hours and hours and hours, and at the end of it decide that the picture wasn't worth it after all. So that can be soul destroying, but you don't know until you try sometimes. So, and for that again, you could just spend 2 minutes and get something really amazing. I do have personal favourite photographs over the years. I think when I started first, I loved street photography, which I still do. I love people. So even if it is a landscape, I like to have somebody in the distance in it, or an animal, or so I do love cityscapes. I love vibrant, or I love something that evokes a memory for me, a moment that I've seen in time and it's captured forever. And for me, that's fantastic. It means a lot. So there are certain pictures that for me just make me smile, really.